All right, here we go once again into the breach, and again, I thank you guys for for this little demo and everything. So, but let me just first explain for you guys why it is that I'm doing this. So many years ago, when during my long tenure teaching at Belleville High School here in New Jersey, um, I was frequently visiting and was good friends with the teachers in the TV production classes. Okay, I was very frequently visiting the studio that we had in high school, and just on my off periods, and occasionally assisting with some of the things that they were doing. One of the two teachers that they had for a number of years, his name was Sal Mauriello. He was, he was much more of the TV file and things like that. So he knew the game shows like us. He knew classic TV, all those different things. And back in 2013, Sal was actually kind enough to one day use one of his class period times with the help of uh, three of the students in the class to test run one of my games, the game that we're about to play, Split Decision. Um, Sal ultimately retired after over 40 years in the teaching profession, and then suddenly last month we lost him at the age of 76. So, and he was greatly loved. We miss him and everything. I decided, you know what? Let's do another game show month tribute, and I wanted to run this back as a tribute to him. As I described it, and I had Sal describe it in the video. Okay, this is the game called Split Decision, the game where everything is divided between the players, but the money unites with only one, and that one player can walk away with up to $20,000. All right. So the way this game is going to work, there are 3 rounds to the game. For this first round, I'm going to ask you guys a series of 5 questions. Now, I'm going to give you the 3 choices for each question, and you are all going to secretly lock in your selections. You can just DM me here on the Discord. Each question is going to be worth $1,500, and depending on how many of you get it right, that is going to determine how the money is split up between you. Get ready on the DMs. I'll give you the choices first and then give you the question. All right. His daughter, his mother, his sister. Dave Thomas named his restaurant chain Wendy's after who? Let's go ahead and send those DMs. I have 1, I have 2, just waiting on a third. Okay, let's take a look. Wendy is Dave Thomas's daughter. All right, so that means that the first $1,500 gets split between the 2 Bryans, Mr. Schwartz and Mr. Henniger. You each have $750 for that. Okay, so first question in the books. Here we go. Next question up. All right, your choices: ASAP Rocky, Lil Nas X, Future. Which rapper's real name is Nayvadius Cash? Nayvadius. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. Nayvadius Cash. Is he ASAP Rocky, Lil Nas X, or Future? Okay, we've got answers. Let's see. Okay, I've got Future from Danny. I've got ASAP Rocky from Henniger. I've got Lil Nas. Everybody's got a different answer. Lil Nas X from Schwartz. So one of these getting $1,500, and the $1,500 is going to Danny. It's Future.
Oh, wow.
So there that is. Okay. So that's how we got that. All right, so everybody's got money on the board, but the good news is all of the money that's available in play is on the board. We want to see that because hopefully if everybody is maxing out in some combination, that can mean by the end of the game the entire $20,000 pot for the day is in play. So keep getting right answers as much as you can. Here we go with the next set of answers. Your choices: Los Angeles, Orlando, Syracuse. New York City is known as the Big Apple. What American city is known as the Big Orange? Los Angeles, Orlando, or Syracuse? Okay, we got one, we got two. Okay, answers all in. Let's take a look what's saying. So you're the holdout, Henniger. Why are you saying Syracuse?
Because that's the mascot of the Syracuse the Syracuse University football team. They're called the Syracuse Orange.
That's exactly correct. Yes, you got it. It is Syracuse. Yep. And for that exact reason. All right, so the whole 1,500 goes to you. You now have 2,250 to Danny's 1,500 and Schwartz's 750. Okay, next question up on the dockets. Here we go. 3 simple answers. Rock, paper, scissors. Okay. How many Big Bang Theory fans do we have in the room?
That's all right.
Okay. So they made popular or made more of the general public aware of a variation on the game, a sci-fi variation called Rock, Paper, Scissors, Lizard, Spock. The question is, which of the 3 classic moves is the only one that beats Spock? Rock, paper, or scissors? Only one of them does. All right, let's see what we got here. Brian Henniger, you're the lone standout again. You're going with paper.
It worked before.
Well, you want to know something? It worked again. Paper disproves Spock. So, yep.
How does that even make sense?
I was going by the Bart logic. Good old rock. Nothing beats that. I just thought it'd be funny if it rhymes like rock beats Spock. Yeah.
It was... It's supposed to be Spock smashes scissors, he vaporizes rock, but paper disproves Spock. So,
interesting.
Yep. Yeah, no idea. It is what it is. All right. Okay, so we got one more question in this round. Let's see if we can get some more money in the bank for the other 2 of you so that Henniger isn't taking it all. Let's see. Your choices are 10, 11, and 12. Which of these numbers has not appeared in the name of a film starring Brad Pitt? 10, 11, or 12? Answers coming in. 1, 2, 3. Okay, everybody's in. Let's take a look. Everybody's saying 10, and because we have Ocean's 11 and 12 Monkeys, there is no 10. So 500 for everybody. So that means at the end of the first round, we have Danny Lewis with $2,000, Brian Schwartz with $1,250, and Brian Henniger with $4,250. But the most important thing is all $7,500 available in the round was claimed. That's what we want to see because we have a still max jackpot potential in play by as we go forward into the next round. Now, what's going to happen in round 2 now is I am going to show you guys in the chat, I'm going to show you a series of 9 answers. Again, I'll show you the answers first. Once I've given you the question, the order that you buzz in determines the turn order in which you guys will supply me answers because several of the 9 answers are going to be correct. As long as you keep giving me correct answers, you will be able to give another answer when the turn comes back around to you. If you give me a wrong answer, you are out for the remainder of that question. For this first question, 6 of the 9 answers are correct, and each right answer will pay off at $200 apiece. So there's a maximum of $1,200 on this question. Okay, there is the list of answers, and here is the question. You can buzz in at any time. In the original Sonic the Hedgehog video game, Sonic needed to collect the 6 Chaos Emeralds to achieve total victory over Dr. Robotnik, aka Eggman. What were the colors of those 6 emeralds? Okay, we've got everybody in. Okay, and Brian Henniger, you were the first to buzz in, so you get to give me what you believe is a correct answer first.
Yellow.
Okay, yellow is a correct answer, so that's $200 for you. Brian Schwartz, there's 5 correct answers left. Give me another one.
Red.
Red is a correct answer. Okay, Danny.
Let's go blue.
Blue is a correct answer. Okay, so we found 3 of them. We go back to Brian Henniger.
Orange.
Orange is not one of the original 6. Okay, all right, so you are out for the remainder of the question. Okay, so Brian Schwartz, we go over to you. There's still 3 correct answers.
I think purple was one.
No, it wasn't. Purple was not. Purple actually was the 7th Chaos Emerald introduced in Sonic 2. But it was not one of the original 6. All right, so Danny, you are the only one left in this question, and there are 3 correct answers still on the table, so you have a chance to pick up the remaining 600 for yourself. Give me one of the remaining answers.
Thank you. Okay, well, let's go black.
Oh, no! No. I don't think there's ever been a Black Chaos Emerald, come to think of it. No.
No, you can't see the characters if it's black.
Is what it is there. Yeah, no. The other 3 were white, pink, and nobody went with the green. Nobody went with the obvious. They're called.
They said green.
No, blue. No, blue, red, and yellow were the 3 you guys gave the first time.
Oh, that's why I didn't say green. I thought somebody said green.
No, wait. I just ran it back. Yeah, no. So okay, but no.
Wow.
Yeah. So anyway, all right. So let us take a look at the next set of answers. Now, for this set, 5 of the 9 are correct. Each one will pay off at $400 apiece. So it'd be nice if I cleared the buzzers. Okay, so take a look at this list. Here is your question. In the original version of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the heroes' powers were based on which 5 of these beasts? Okay, and Brian Henniger, again, you are first. Give me a correct answer.
Mastodon.
Mastodon is 1. The Black Ranger, yes. Okay, that's $400 for you. Brian Schwartz.
Pterodactyl.
Are we going to do these in order? All right. Pink Ranger, yes, 400. Danny.
Triceratops.
The Blue Ranger, we're going in order. Henniger, you know what came next?
Tyrannosaurus.
That's the Red Ranger. Okay.
Yeah, we're out of order, but that's all right. I can pick it up. Saber-tooth tiger.
Yes, it is. Okay, yep, you got all 5, guys. All right, so the full 2,000 was claimed on that one. Very good, very good. Next question up. 4 of the 9 are correct at $600 each. Okay, so like I said, the answers are shrinking, but the money is going up. So keep that in mind. Take a look at our next set of answers here. And here is your question. Michael Jackson's 1987 album Bad netted a then record 5 number 1 hits. Aside from the title track, name the other 4 number 1 hits from that album. Okay, and Danny, you are first this time. So you were very quick to buzz in on this.
I'm going to hope Smooth Criminal.
Believe it or not, it wasn't. You're out of the remainder of the question. Smooth Criminal was a top 10, but it did not reach number 1. So you're right. You were out of the remainder of this question, Dane. Don't worry. I would have done the same thing. I would have said that as one of them. Okay, let me see. Schwartz, you were next.
Another part of me?
No, that is not it. Okay, all right, Brian Henniger, you have a chance to get the whole $2,400 for yourself if you could find the 4 songs.
I think one of them was The Way You Make Me Feel.
Correct. Give me another.
I Just Can't Stop Loving You.
Correct. Two more.
Dirty Diana.
That is correct. Can you find the last one?
Man in the Mirror.
You got all four.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, those were the four. Yeah. All right, but you found all four yourself, Brian. You got the entire 2,400. That takes you up to 7,650. Again, guys, don't worry about where the money is now because again, by the end, you're all going to be fighting for each other's pots here. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Okay, the next question. Only 3 correct answers. They pay off at $800 apiece. Okay, buzzers have been cleared, and here is your list of answers. It's pretty straightforward, as you can see. All right, all I want to know is, traditionally, which are the 3 water signs of the zodiac? Okay, and Brian Henniger was first.
I'll go with the obvious answer, Aquarius.
No, it is not. It's the water bearer, but Aquarius is an air sign. So you are out for the remainder of the question. All right, Brian Schwartz, you were next.
Air, fishy, Pisces.
Pisces is a correct answer. That's 800 for you. Okay, Danny, there are 2 remaining answers.
I'm going to say, because this is my sign, let's go Gemini.
Gemini is not. Okay, so Schwartz, we come back to you. There's still 2 correct answers. You can get the whole 2,400 for yourself because you already got the first one. Can you find one of the other 2?
I think because it's a crab, Cancer is one.
Cancer is correct. Can you find the last one?
Aries?
Is not Aries. No, the last one was Scorpio. Scorpio was the last water sign. Yep. Okay. All right. So let's take a look at the scores. We've got Danny with 2,600, Brian Schwartz 3,850, Brian Henniger 7,650. Now, for this last question of the round, again, there will be 3 correct answers, but this time each of you will be locking in for yourselves. You will be locking in your 3 answers. So everyone will DM me their 3 answers. Each one that you find is going to be $500. So that means each of you can earn $1,500 max on this question. All right. Here comes the choices. Okay. There they are. And here is your question. Again, you will DM me your answers for this. Many U.S. presidents served in the military, with some attaining high ranks. Which 3 of these presidents reached a rank of 4-star general or higher? Again, of these 9 presidents, which 3 reached a rank of 4-star general or higher? Okay, just waiting on Schwartz. Danny is in, and Brian Henniger is in.
Just writing down the answers so I didn't forget them.
No, it's okay.
Alright, there you go.
Okay, everybody's answers are now locked in. I'm just getting the numbers in front of me ready. Okay, let's go down the list here. All right, Danny, I'll start with you. You chose as your selection. You have Grant, Eisenhower, and Garfield. You found 2 of the correct answers, so that adds $1,000 to your bank. All right, Brian Schwartz, you chose Washington, Eisenhower, and Grant. You got all 3, so that's $1,500 for you. You go up. So we got Danny at 3,600. Brian Schwartz is at 5,350, and Brian Henniger, You also selected Washington, Grant, and Eisenhower. That's 1,500 for you. So that takes you up to 9,150. And that means at the end of our second rounds, when we add up all the monies here, that means we have a grand total in the bank of $18,100. That's how much the three of you have gathered through your correct answers. But now we come to the final rounds where we see who takes home the money and how much. Okay, and this is going to be the chaotic part, especially because, well, let me explain why. Because these are your banks right now, but very quickly, they're not going to stay that way. Here's the way the final round works. I am going to start firing off as many questions as I can to you guys in 2 minutes. Again, you will go on the buzzers for this. Each time, each question is worth $2,000. And that $2,000 comes from each of your banks. If you are correct, you take $1,000 from each of your opponents. If you're wrong, you give each of your opponents $1,000. And depending on how the banks shift from question to question, it may be possible that one person doesn't have enough left in their bank to cover their share. But every question must be worth $2,000. So if one person gets bankrupted along the way, the rest of the $2,000 has to come from the other person. So it could be possible that if one of you gets on a good enough run, you may end the game with the entire $18,100 to yourself. Obviously, that's what you're hoping for. Whoever has the most cash in their bank by the end of the 2 minutes is the champion and wins the amount that is in their bank. Okay? So, get ready. This is going to be so... I'm going to be darting between screens like crazy here. So, all right, buzzers have been cleared. I've got my clock set in front of me here. We've got 2 minutes on the clock. Everybody's got fingers on buzzers, yes?
Yes.
Yep.
Yep, I got it. Yep.
Okay, all right. 2 minutes on the clock, and the time starts now. In 2026, what team won Super Bowl 60? Schwartz.
Oh, shoot. No, not the Chiefs. Chiefs.
No, incorrect. Anybody else? Henniger.
Seahawks.
Seahawks, correct. What musical instrument are you playing if you're hitting a kettle, bass, or snare? Schwartz.
A drum.
Drum is correct. To an artist, canary is a shade of what color? Henniger.
Yellow.
Yellow is correct. In what decade were seatbelts required in all American cars? Henniger.
1960s.
Correct. President Barack Obama's first autobiography written in 1995. Henniger.
Yes, we can.
Incorrect. About his youth was entitled Dreams from Who? Time. In 2018, what video game franchise became viral over a fan-made character known as Bowsette? Danny.
Fortnite.
Incorrect. Anybody else? Henniger.
Super Mario Brothers.
Correct. In banking, what does the paperless action called an EFT stand for? Henniger.
Electronic funds transfer.
Correct. Name the point guard and current captain of NBA's New York Knicks. Danny.
Jalen Brunson.
Correct. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Donatello uses what weapon in combat? Schwartz.
A bow.
Correct. In what subject would a Spanish student consult La Tabla Periodica de los Elementos? Henniger.
Chemistry.
Correct. How many electoral votes are required to win the U.S. presidency? Schwartz.
270.
Correct. Whose only novel was the 1963 semi-autobiographical tale The Bell Jar? Henniger.
Sylvia Plath.
Correct. And that is time. with a grand total of $17,100. Our winner is Brian Henniger.
Wow, very good.
Good game, y'all.
Yeah, you were buzzing, you were getting those answers in. Yeah, you just kept siphoning, and yeah. But overall, though, yeah, that's the way everything bounces around with this, and yep, and that is the game. That is split decision. Did you guys enjoy it? I hope.
Yes. I did,
Yes. Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, it was a different game. Like I said, I enjoyed making it, and it was good to when when my friend Sal volunteered to use his class to demo and play it, and just as a kind of final punctuation on this whole thing, they are actually in the process of establishing a scholarship at Belleville High School in Sal Mauriello's name. I'm going to put the link for that scholarship in the description of the video, so if you guys or anybody else that happens to visit uh, the video would like to donate to it, please, absolutely, by all means. Like I said, it's going in general towards educational pursuits. So it would it's just a nice thing for somebody that we all loved. And like I said, I'm glad you guys came tonight to participate in this and just help me pay tribute to a dear departed friend.
Our pleasure. Very nice.
Very good. All right. And to those of you, watching and listening out there in YouTube land, hope you enjoy the game too. You want to see me actually make a real thing out of this for the convention worlds or wherever else that I happen to travel, please, by all means, leave a comment on this video. In general, like and share it around. I'm definitely going to be sharing it with my former colleagues in Belleville, because this is just as much for them as it is for me, so that we could all pay tribute and remember Sal. And we will see you around here on the Game Show Goombas channel next time for more game show fun and shenanigans. And just thank you, and we'll see you soon. Take care.